Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy For Now. It's me Isabel here with a Q2 halfway through the year check-in with some caveats because I cannot. There are a few things I'm just like, I don't want to do that right now, but I will do it before the end of July so that it's like at least in the mid-year data. So I'm here to talk to you about all the things I've read this year so far, like stat numbers, goal check-ins, and then we'll do a video on Friday with my favorites from the year so far, manga and books, because I figure we should, and probably least favorites, because you know what? I love a good shit talk. So yeah, let's dive directly into this, where we talk about my stats first, because I think that's kind of the important part. I do have some loose library data for you, because I have not been the most diligent library tracker this year, partially because of the fact that I'm reading so many things that I already own. So yeah, let's dive into stats. Let's talk about our single stats for books and manga, and then I'll do the combined math for y'all. So book-wise this year, I have read 76 titles, which, as a refresher, my goal for the year is 100 manga and 100 books. So I'm 24 books away from my goal. That feels really good. For a total of 23,084 pages, 460 hours of audio. That's non-sped up. 14 book DNFs so far this year. Also wild. And book acquisitions are wonky because I've not really tracked that this year either, so I don't have that data for you right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and go back and like figure it out so that at the end of the year we can talk about it, but I've just not been good about it, like at all. I really feel like with my read what you own focus, I'm just like, yeah, whatevs, that's happening in the background. Did I track it and read what you own or not? Manga wise, I read 129 volumes so far this year, and I'm hoping, again, the goal is 100, so I've already exceeded the goal, and honestly, I'm kind of shooting for like 300-ish by the end of the year, because I want to read one a day from when I decided I was reading one a day, which was 227 days left in 2026. So yeah, that's going to put us probably in the 300s for manga this year. And that page count is 23,307 pages. I'm so bad at reading numbers out. I'm sorry. I have acquired 100 volumes of manga that I personally bought. I believe it's 102 if we count some that I've been gifted, maybe. I'm not sure if that number is exactly correct, but still, 100 acquired, 129 read is not mathing the way we need it to math for Read What You Own. A really fun fact I will tell you that I realized as I was gathering stats is that both my book and manga average ratings of 4.2. And I'm thrilled about this because that means, one, I'm DNFing things as I should for books and manga, so I'm not dragging my ratings down. I am someone who likes to be in the 4s for my average rating because I want to read things I enjoy. I don't want to spend my time reading a ton of things I don't love. So being a 4 or higher for me on my average is like perfection. So I just think it's kind of wild that both of them are equal right now. My combined stats is 205 books read. Goodreads and Storygraph, I believe, are at like 198, 199. I am not doing the work to double check what's where and what isn't where, what's doubled up, etc. That's not worth it. We're not doing that. So we're going to say I'm around 205 according to the spreadsheets. Oh, I've already exceeded that 2026 goal of 100 each / 200 total read, but obviously I'm not stopping here. I don't know that I'm going to up my goal for 2026. I guess y'all let me know your opinions down below. Should I up my Goodreads goal once I hit it and Storygraph, or should I just let it be and just see how high I go? Total pages read is 46,391 pages. I'm thrilled with that. I would love to break 100,000 pages this year. I don't know that I will. Like, we're halfway through. I'm almost at 50K. I think if I was a little further, I would probably manage it, but that might be a goal next year. It's a goal I've like had in the back of my head. I get close. I've just never quite broken that number. I also read a lot of short books and I read a lot of long, I feel like I read a lot of varied lengths books, and I think to hit that I need to read more long books. Okay, let's give some rough library information as far as my usage this year so far. I have a chart in my spreadsheet for library data that does like each library I'm a member of. So I have like dollar amounts assigned to that to like see what memberships are worth keeping. But I've tracked 25 books in my library spreadsheet. Again, I'm not the most diligent about this. I am going to tell you that right now. I struggle sometimes to track things. Partially, also again, the Read What You Own project of like trying to read down my NetGalley, read down my audiobooks owned and all that is like driving a lot of this as well. So I only try to put a dollar amount in once I've read the book and I check it off as read. So 25 books tracked. I've read 21 of them. That feels really good. That means there's a lot I checked out and did not read also, let's note, and didn't even track. So I only put that dollar amount in once I've read the book, which means that I'm at $213.78 in savings. I've read 10 audiobooks, 1 ebook, and 10 volumes of manga from that. And the manga is all books I owned already because I was at my mom's for so long. I got bored with what I brought basically, and I just started checking things out from the library that I could read that I also owned. So I still count that as a savings because I didn't have to go buy it digitally to read it digitally. So there's that. All right, Read What You Own this is your rough number. In my August reset, I will give you final numbers for where we ended July / next week around the 15th. Like this goes up before the 15th. So like around the 15th of July, sometime next week, I'm going to count. I don't want to count right now, okay? The ADHD brain is like, girl, you are not counting these books right now. We're not doing this. I'm just flat out not doing this. But I will do it next week because the urge will kick in and it'll happen. From looking at my Read What You Own spreadsheet and not double checking numbers across anywhere, this is where we're sitting right now. And it's not good for some of these. And it's great for others of these. So there's that. Yay. My Kindle has went from 584 unread titles to 573. NetGalley has went up from 118 to 130. Remember how I said I was getting that under control and I'm doing like a vlog where I'm listening to all my audiobooks? I got more audiobooks. I've requested more things. I'm the problem. I have been stressed. Things have been a lot. And I go to NetGalley instead of buying them. So like, listen, I go to NetGalley instead of buying them. That feels like not the worst thing in the world. Libro FM has went from 205 to 212, plus a couple pre-orders I've got. Audible has went from 99 to 91 though, so that's down and that feels good. Google Play went from 26 to 25, also down, which is good. Manga was at 263 when the year started, and it's at 211 right now. My Libib, where I track my unread manga, says 205. I'm not sure what's not in Libib and what is on those shelves. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I'm going to do a count through again next week. Manga Digital has went up 3. I went from 10 to 13. That I honestly, if I don't end this year with like 5 or less digitally, there's a problem. I need to just like actually read them, but I'm also so stressed about like reading down my physical manga pile. Light novels are still at 11 out of 11. Although I do think my light novels have went down and I haven't tracked it because I did unhaul some. So we may be lower than we started, which would be great. And my physicals, I'm currently at, I started the year at 130 and it says I'm at 128 right now. Now, I discussed this in my July reset. I have a box and a tote bag sitting on my little rolly table over here full of ARCs and physicals, finished copies that I got at ALA. We're going to do a haul and a try chapter. It's coming soon and that number's going to go up or down depending. I may add a physical art category mid-year also because of the amount of books I got at the ALA convention. But yeah, so basically the idea right now for me of like counting things, misery. So I'm not making myself do it in an effort to make this video happen. Instead, we're doing this video and saying in August reset, we will lay bare the truth of the matter. And hopefully the ADHD focus kicks in and I just plow through a bunch of stuff. But I don't know. Either way, I feel like I've made progress more than I thought I would have at this point. You know, I'm still seeking a new normal this year, we'll say. Whatever that means. So, yeah. All right, now we're going to talk about DNF Bingo. Because I love my DNF Bingo challenge. And you're going to get a little preview with the graphic for one of the Q3 DNFs. Because I already put it on there and I'm not about to delete it. There's no way. This year I've DNF'd 16 books total, 14 books, and 2 manga series. So that feels good. That feels like a win. I don't usually DNF manga. I'm usually like, it's so short, I'll just finish it, whatever. And then I didn't. So look at me go. Like, that is a good progress for me. There were 3 total DNFs in Q2 of this year. And those were Settle for the Vamp. I didn't like the writing. It just was not working for me. Zero Fox Given. I felt like the interesting plot was taking too long for this one. And then City of Gods and Monsters. This one I DNF'd because it was too long and I declared it boring on the bingo board. So this is what we're looking like. I'm doing good for my bingo board. I'm really excited. And then obviously you can see there's another one on there and that's a Q3 DNF. We'll talk about it in Q3. But yeah, these 3 were all in my try chapter video where I DNF'd them. Yeah, those just got added to the board and that felt really good. I actually thought I had less DNFs in this, and I was like, oh, this is great. And honestly, I will tell you this right now, 16 is more than I DNF in most years. So we are getting our DNF practice like up on the scales, you know, like I'm making progress on actually DNFing more things. And that feels really good, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people don't DNF, but I'm telling you now, like, free yourself and you will feel so much better, because I truly do feel better, and I feel like I'm able to let go of things that are not working for me a lot quicker instead of dragging my feet through them. I just finished a whole series I should have DNF'd, but I had to know the answers. So like, again, I'm not always the strongest fighter on this battlefront of like DNFing a book, but I literally finished it and was like, man, I wish I'd DNF'd that. And I really do wish I'd DNF'd it. Let's talk about some of my general goals that I set earlier this year. I went and read my list and I was like, girl, you are not doing these things, and that's on me. So I had set a goal. Obviously, we talked about my reading 200 books this year, 100 manga, 100 books. Already blew past that. I'm easily going to blow past 100 books. I'm not worried. I have read a lot this month already, and that 100 and that 70 whatever counts what I've read so far this month, and I'm like, what am I? 4, 8, 9 books deep into July already. So yeah, like, not stressed. One of the things I said was that I would like to like get a book for every 5 books I read, and I have not stuck to that in any way. I need to find a way. Whether it, like, I need to find a system that will do this for me automatically. I was doing punch cards at one point this year. That did not work for me very well. But I want a way where I'm like tracking that every like 5 or 10 of a thing I read, I can get another thing. I don't know how to do this on a spreadsheet though. So I'm gonna have to learn, I think, at some point, or find someone who has done it in Notion or somewhere that I can like easily track. Because ideally, I will then read the things I own and then get things. And NetGalley, my goal was 2 reviewed, 1 in, like 1 request. No. Nope. That's not a thing that's happened. So there's that. One of the other goals is I want to maintain my 50% underrepresented in my reading, which encompasses all kinds of underrepresented identities and things. So like mental illness, race, religion, all of that is encompassed in this 50%. And I'm doing a great job this year. I'm at like 53 right now, and that feels really good. That feels really, really good. So I'm excited to keep that streak up, especially as I do read what you own, because I find that a lot of the books I have that I own and haven't read are white authors, which is weird, but it is what it is. The other goal I had was to continue posting 2 videos a week, which I've been doing, and some weeks I'm posting 3, and that feels really good. I, in some ways, like the cadence of 3 a week because I think it keeps me busier and on track better. So, but yeah, I don't think I've missed 2 a week this entire year. So that feels really, really good. I did say I wanted to start vlogging by February. That did not happen. That has still not happened. I am working on a weekly vlog right now. I'm just slowly going to randomly weekly vlog, I think, until I'm ready to like kind of dive back into it. I do miss it. I miss picking up the camera and talking at y'all, but it's like I'm so out of practice that it's kind of been hard to like pick the practice back up. And then I said I wanted to continue series videos like my Dice of Destiny, ARC reading vlogs, and Volume 1 vlogs. So I've not done that yet, but I've started other project vlogs. So we did the Trying All My Maybes from last year. I am working on reading all of my Kindle Unlimited checkouts, which I'm down to like 10, I think, or 11. Like, we're getting close. I need to start editing that one. We also have me listening to all of my NetGalley audio arcs, which has a bit of a time crunch because if I get a new phone anytime soon, I'm going to lose access to a lot of the audiobooks I have. So I'm gonna have to commit and read these books ASAP versus waiting. So that's one of the things. That's also why I'm not weekly vlogging, because I'm trying to just read a lot of those books. So those are going into their own vlogs. I'm shooting for one of those 2 to come out in July and one to come out in August, but we shall see. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm slowly working up to it. Like I said, I feel like this week I'm doing a weekly vlog, and I'm enjoying that a lot, so who knows what I'll decide to do. But I would like to weekly vlog again. I would like to do some more themed vlogs again. But it's just like a lot. There are days that are a lot, and I never know when those days are coming, and I never know what those days are going to look like for me, and I don't necessarily like want to pick a camera up when I'm heavy in my grief. Like when the storm clouds roll in, you know, like that's not always the day you want to like, hey everybody. And it's not that I have to be happy all the time either. I don't want to drag everybody else down. in my mess at times, I guess we'll call it. So yeah, there's that. I guess the other thing I will say that I did finish, and there's a video that came out on Friday, if you're watching this the day this comes out, and I finished Herkyad 2.0. I'm starting 3.0. I think for 3.0 I've discussed I'm doing chaos mode, where I'm gonna let y'all help me decide where things go with lives. So we are definitely going live at the end of July because I'm gonna have too many books at that point. So yeah, I'm slowly tracking them and putting in what they could count for. So that's good. But I'm like, we're gonna have to make some choices soon. So yeah, I'm gonna put that live together in another week or two, schedule it, and I'm gonna put out like a form or something so you can vote on like what prompts things should count for, maybe, or so. You're gonna be able to vote in some capacity. So if you can't make the live, you can help lead the decisions being made somewhat still. So I haven't fully decided on formatting for that. So let me know if you have ideas or thoughts on how you think I should format that, and like gather y'all's opinions and takes if you're interested in helping me work on 3.0. So yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be happening because again, I've already read so much this year, like since 3.0 started, that I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to get on that. I think that's it. Let me know about how your goals are going for 2026. I'm honestly really surprised at how much I've read this year. I'm really proud of myself for doing it. I just didn't know. I didn't know what I was going to want to do this year. So here we are. Let me know how your goals are going though down below. If you don't do any of that, you can leave me a box emoji because I feel like my room is covered. Like my library has just boxes everywhere right now while I work on organizing everything. And like unpacking from the trip. So you can do that. Leave me a box emoji down below. I'll have links to anything I can link to. I don't know if there's anything to link to here, but as always, links to be my friend anywhere on the internet that I am down there. And I will talk to y'all in just a few days in my next video. Bye!
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we wait